And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Talking about this matchup we have here, Richard. Two teams that are very focused on the youth movement.
Yeah, a lot of young guys on both squads, which should make for some exciting plays, as well as some inevitable learning experiences.
Now here's Collins. Castle for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Suggs. Then it's Franz Wagner. And it's Wade in at the 2 spot. Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Hey, Brian. This is a highly anticipated matchup between two MVP hopefuls. And MP knows they've got their hands full with Wembanyama. He told me, quote, the things he does at his size are unbelievable. You guys have watched him. Everyone knows that Victor is a problem.
He certainly is. Although MP presents his share of problems as well, Allie. Now here's Fox. Coming off a 12-point game. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
On the wing, Wade. He's covered by Fox. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Castle for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Banchero. Suggs outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Fox. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Goes up on the baseline. Here's Banchero. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. They'll pin that one on John Collins. Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times. Drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
To the paint. Here's Wade. And it's all tied up. Wade's got 5 points.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Pass to Castle. Takes the 3. San Antonio again can't hit. Here's Orlando coming off a win against the Hornets.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focus.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
A quick look at the best when it comes to the boards. Victor Wembanyama, 3rd.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
Inside, here's Wade. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Champagnie, that's good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Wade, pass to Banchero. Here's Wade. He played a great game against Charlotte. The layup misses.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Castle for 3. The rebound by Carter.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Wade, that's good.
A bigger guy who makes intelligent passes. Nice feed from Wagner.
Spurs lead by 3. And here's Collins for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Magic trail by 6. And Carroll passes to Wade. Carter on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3. Wade's got 10 points.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Collins outside. Here's Champagnie. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wembanyama against Banchero. Here's Carter. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
And here's Fox. Still without a bucket. San Antonio again can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Picked by Carter. Fires from the line. Wade misses.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Fox outside. Pass to Collins. Here's Castle. Here's the 3. The rebound by Carter.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Fox. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wade. Knocks down the triple. 13 points in the game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Fox with the ball. Pass to Wembanyama.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Black's checked in for Wade. Orlando has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Then there's Castle, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
San Antonio with the ball. Orlando making their last shot. Down low. Here's Mamukelashvili. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Mamukelashvili's gotten his first basket of the night. Orlando has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Rebound San Antonio.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
You know, after playing as a starter most of his career, Keldon Johnson showed he can act as a 6th man if needed, Richard.
Not every player can make that switch mentally. Johnson brings the same energy as a starter as he does to the second unit. It's a great attitude on that young man.
Banchero no good. San Antonio trailing here. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. All sorts of time. Off the window, it's good. Castle's got 12 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
It's stolen by Johnson. The The three hits the trifecta. 10 points for him. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Now here's Sochan. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Looking to win the run. And the layup is good.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Sochan outside. Pass to Castle. Takes a three. Agbaji with a rebound.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And that one drops for him.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second.
And that's the risk you run when you leave them in with 2 fouls.
And San Antonio make San Antonio. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be right back.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing.
And next, a look at... Thanks for joining us. Time to head back.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Magic trail by 9. So for Orlando right now. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Wade in a shooting guard. Here's Castle. Champagnie, the pass to Collins. Pass to Fox. This one for 3. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got rebound number 11. Here's Wade. Over Castle. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Castle. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Left side, Carter. Pass to Suggs. To the middle. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. In transition. Here's Champagnie. They get it back. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Wendell Carter. RJ just playing at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that. Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Castle misses.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Suggs, the pass to Wade. Lays it up and banks it in. Wade's got 22 points.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Spurs lead by 10. From deep. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. The baseline J. The rebound by the Spurs. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fox against Suggs. Here's the pick. Over to the left wing. Castle for 3. The rebound by Carter.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Here's Wade. No good with the triple.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Champagnie. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Pure from 3-point range.
That's been typical of their performance today. Carrying the ball and creating good shots.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. On the wing, Wade fires the three. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Good on the shot. Castle's got 22 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.